Hello, welcome to Fair Lady of the Loch Tarot. Thank you for joining me. Today we will be doing a pick a card reading using the Two of Pentacles to ask the question, what in our material world, the tangible things of life such as our health, wealth, household, do we need to find balance in? For pile number one, we'll be using the Universal Celtic Tarot with the raw malachite, the white moonstone, and the fire quartz sphere. For pile number two, we have the Everyday Witch Tarot with this piece of amber, tree agate sphere, and a blue flower agate sphere. Pile number three is the Steampunk Tarot with this aragonite cluster, this charoite tumble, and this howlite sphere. And pile number four is the Rider Tarot with this red tiger's eye sphere, this 1,000-layer quartz sphere, and this blue agate. Whoops, if I drop it there. The blue agate sphere. Pause the video if you need to find your pile and or piles, as there may be more than one thing in your life that requires balance. And I will see you in your readings. If you chose pile number one with the Universal Celtic Tarot, the raw velvet malachite, the white moonstone, and the the clear quartz sphere, that slip of the tongue may mean that pile number four could be of some benefit to you all. Then this is your pile. Okay, now we are using the Two of Pentacles to draw us into the question of what in our material world needs balance in our health, wealth, household, anything tangible in life. Now, the way I read tarot is I read both the definitions as well as intuitively, allowing the cards to fall where they may, reading both uprights and reversals. Regardless of your spiritual beliefs, you are welcome and respected here. Okay, so that's for that. We are dealing with the issue of impatience and a lack of balance. With the Temperance coming in reverse, this is definitely about a lack of patience and a lack of balance. I am getting in self-perspective, for one thing. I'm also getting that there are things in your life, such as your finances, perhaps even a stable partner, that you're feeling really impatient for. You feel the energy coming, you know it's coming, it is so close, it is tangible, right? Like it's palpable. But it's not quite there yet, okay? And they're reassuring you that you do indeed have the strength to be patient and wait for this abundance. You do indeed have the strength to do what is required for this abundance to come into your life, okay? I'm also getting a message here about stop worrying whether this partner is going to find you attractive or not. They will find your strength incredibly attractive, okay? So the advice here is to ground yourself, all right? Make sure that you are well grounded and stable. Use meditation, tai chi, spending time in nature, hiking, biking. I know it's cold out, but I am getting swimming for some of you. Maybe some of you like to do a polar bear plunge. I don't know. Or you may be in the part of the world where it's warm and that doesn't affect you in the slightest, and you can go swimming whenever you want. but that is also coming through here. Okay, so grounded energy. And right underneath it is this King of Pentacles. So you got the Queen of Pentacles and you got the King of Pentacles, okay? And we're going to talk about this in a moment, but I just had to highlight that it came in right underneath there, okay? So you are mastering a craft. You are working towards an abundance. You're working towards, whether that's abundance of knowledge, abundance of money, abundance of good health, abundance of psychological stability, whatever it is that you are seeking, okay, and have been seeking for some time. For some of you, there may be some new things you started around the fall of 2025 that you're doing something with in 2026 that's really going to blow up. There's, for some of you, this is representing that you got a little bit of a later start in what you were meant to do with your life, and in your middle-aged years to later, and that it is really going to start paying off here, okay? The fox spirit is coming out with this one, and the owl spirit, so it might benefit you to look into that, as well as the weasel or mink spirit, okay? Now, because of all of this progress you are making, it does require a certain amount of releasing and letting go and moving on, because when we achieve our purpose, when we achieve our goals, when we achieve our dreams, everything that does not serve us, that does not feed our best, highest future self, will fall away, one way or another, okay? And sometimes that's through our own shadow work and our own realization, the opening of our crown and our third eye chakras, making the unknown known to us. And other times, the universe intervenes on our behalf and removes that which could cause harm or damage to the future that is meant for us. Okay? Or that just simply is draining. Okay? And once again, here, age is irrelevant. All right? You come into your purpose when you come into your purpose, and it doesn't matter at what stage of life that occurs. But because of this, it requires you to become a student of yourself, a student of your emotions, a student of what brings you joy, what makes you happy, what ignites your internal passion. And you gain such knowledge and wisdom in doing this, and an overflowing abundance of joy. Okay? Your holy grail, so to speak. And this draws in or draws out, depending on your circumstances, that true, grounded, stable partner. Okay? But there is not a lack of passion. Look at the fire in this. Look at the glowing. Okay? Look at the red. This is a passionate, fiery, but also very grounded partner. Okay? For some of you, it's got a masculine energy to it, but it can be male or female. This person is going to help you remember what brings you joy. You know what you're going to explore a lot and know a lot about yourself. But this kind of joy that they bring out into you is more of a. For some of you, it's like you forgot that you could be so passionate, or maybe you never realized you could be so passionate, right? It brings out a beautiful, childlike joy, but yet in a grown person. And I am getting a female energy for the quarrant energy here, but that does not mean that it's that specifically. Okay, we all have masculine and feminine energies. I urge you to look at your chart, your astrological chart, and it will tell you with your signs percentages of your astrological masculine and feminine energies. Okay, and for those of you that aren't sure how to do that, I do recommend Sherry Pensian. She is a astrologer on TikTok, and you can find her at Sherry Pensian. Also, if you reach out to me, I will send you a free link to a metaphysical e-zine that we all created. that has her information in there on how to find your sun, moon, and rising signs. Okay? But I am getting a strong energy here that would greatly benefit you in helping to achieve this balance, to better understand your masculine and feminine energies and how they interact in this lifetime. Okay? And I'm seeing something beautiful here. The horse spirit and the dragon spirit is coming through here with this card. Okay, now this union, whether it is a new partner that is coming in or whether it is an existing partner, where this awakening brings you both into a new version of yourselves that draws you closer together and ignites more fun and fire in your life. This also triggers as a partnership, whether that's friend, romance, family, or business. It triggers a new spiritual beginning for you, okay? And for some of you, this is going to be things like you use your spirituality to create handicrafts, wands with crystals or jewelry. Maybe you do spiritual tattoos, stone work, iron work. There's a guy on TikTok that does these constellations. He's a blacksmith. That's coming through. But also, okay, so I'll say this to start with. The magic comes from you and from the energies of the universe itself. You don't necessarily need any tool ever, right? However, for some of you to tap into that more childlike wonder that brings you joy and gives you visual appeal, some of you will be looking more into things like wands and altars, altar cloths, things like that. Working with deities and that sort of energy. Some of you will be visiting places in the world that have spiritual significance to you, such as standing stones, pictographs, and things like that. Okay? And this reveals to you a whole other layer of the unknown. This brings it, look at this. Okay, you got standing stones here, and I wasn't even looking at this card when I was saying that. That's interesting. Portal stones here, right? And there's a water between. So I'm getting quite a bit of travel here. Like, maybe some of you are like in the British Isles doing something, looking at these sacred sites, and then you jump over the channel and look at them in Brittany and Normandy, and things like that maybe. Or maybe you're on the Isle of Orkney and then you hop over into mainland Scotland, or something like that, okay? But there's something here about sacred sites and standing stones. Now, it may be that you're visiting sacred sites within the United States and not abroad in Europe or in Asia or any of those places, or Africa or Australia. But it could be that you're visiting all of those places, right? For some strange reason, Mount Nebo is coming through. I know nothing about Mount Nebo. I don't know why it's coming through. But that might have some significance for someone who is listening to this message. Okay? It just popped into my head. I'm not even sure where it is. Wonder. I'll have to look that up. But that is for somebody here. Definite things being revealed to you. Things about your power. Some of you will be going places with the Aurora Borealis, such as in Scotland, Norway, Lapland, what places way up north, the Faroe Islands, Iceland, where you'll be able to see these things. Okay, so very, very transformative year lying ahead for you in 2026. But what they're asking you to do is to literally find the balance. They're asking you to be patient and know your own strength, okay? Because it's coming. What you are working towards is coming. Just keep going. All right, so let's look at the malachite first, and then we'll work our way forward. I'm not going to hold this the whole time I'm talking. Malachite can be toxic in the raw form, and you should wash your hands after touching it. Here's what it looks like polished, and polished is perfectly safe to utilize. Never put malachite in water, okay? Love, harmony, transformation are energies that malachite works with, and it works with the higher heart and heart chakras. Malachite is a stone that can inspire real change. It helps clear energetic blockages and inspires you to abandon old patterns, making way for positive transformation. It's a protective stone, absorbing electromagnetic pollution as well as negative energy, so be sure to cleanse it regularly. Malachite can open the heart chakra, making you receptive to unconditional love. It supports a healthy relationship, one rooted in love rather than codependency or need. The stone is also thought to be beneficial for travelers, especially those journeying by plane, as it can help abate any fears about flying. Malachite helps with energy flow, bringing the body's systems into balance and boosting immunity. It's better to work with polished pieces, as raw malachite in large quantities can be toxic. Use malachite for a visual meditation, focusing your mind on its entrancing bands and swirls. Display near television to absorb electromagnetic pollution, and place near a computer to neutralize emission. Okay, then with the moonstone, right here we have white moonstone. It's like what's in my necklace here. Very much works with feminine mother moon energies here. I absolutely love moonstone. It's one of my favorites, and it comes in a range of colors. Moonstone works with the energies of visionary, accepting, and nurturing, with the crown and third eye chakras. Moonstone is the traveler's stone, providing protection as you travel, especially at night or by sea. Once again, a stone with travel, not done intentionally, by the way. It has immense influence on navigating change with ease and acceptance. Moonstone is helpful with big life transitions, allowing gentle space for personal growth and also for more practical changes in one's daily routine, providing a sustaining touchstone for natural rhythms. Moonstone vibrates with feminine energy, softening the heart and allowing energy to flow. It heightens intuition and receptivity, helping you attain your highest self. It also promotes youthfulness. Healers believe it can help slow the physical effects of aging. They also use it to support many female-related imbalances, including those associated with fertility, menstruation, menopause, and pregnancy. For personal use, wearing moonstone can enhance openness to spiritual guidance and deepen intuition. At home, it can help ease the transition from the workday to nesting and home life. And at work, in a high-energy, ever-evolving environment, it can bring calm. It's a beautiful one. I absolutely love it. And then, last but most certainly not least, we have fire quartz. And fire quartz helps with balancing the mind, the body, and the spirit. It aids in clarity and self-worth. It helps to alleviate anxiety, fear, doubt, and mental distractions, working with the root and sacral chakras. So this one would be a very, very good one for this energy right here. So I'm going to put that on top of that card and let that be working while we continue on. Okay. I'm going to put the malachite here between the Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, and then the moonstone on the moon card. There you go. Okay. Now, I'm going to draw for you an oracle card. I'm getting Moonology, balance, spirituality, and practicality. Okay, balance, spirituality, and practicality. Pull you this is the one. This is what they're wanting. Selenite, cleansing yourself and your space, with the Six of Pentacles energy there with that Six of Diamonds. Okay, so when it was talking about cleansing the malachite, selenite is one of the things that you would use to do that. All right. but cleansing yourself and your space can be really important, especially in times of impatience and uncertainty. All right, because a lot of that negative thinking patterns, it just keeps going and cycling through along your neural pathways, and you need to have something to help disrupt that energy and get it cleansed. Let me see what fell on the floor here. Okay, so from the White Light Oracle by Alana Fairchild, we have Alabaster Tablet of Layla, number 41. Salve Polluti, 741 Hertz, number 19. And Queen of the Nagas, number 5. I'll have to cover her chest there. Okay, so let's see what it has to say. I think we'll start with, well, it opened up to this one, so we'll start with number 19. Salve Polluti, 741 Hertz. It might benefit you to listen to music at 741 Hertz. Oh, I gotta cover that up. Hang on, I'm gonna switch hands. Okay, there we go. Tune into your heart, and you will be able to find your way through any negative or toxic situation. Engage in self-healing and space clearing. Commit to regular practices that help you connect to your inner light. Your light shall not be overcome by any darkness or negativity. Take time to clean your heart and mind of negativity by focusing on the divine beings that bring joy to your heart. It is appropriate for you to desire your own personal and sacred space and access it daily. Okay, so I'm getting the message when you're to do a meditation with malachite and selenite and moonstone over your the malachite and the selenite over your heart chakra, and the moonstone on the third eye. For whatever reason, that is the message that I'm getting. Okay, and then number 41, Alabaster Tablet of Layla. You are remembering at a soul level. You are tapping into greater awareness, and an understanding of your highest life purpose shall become even clearer to you. This may evoke unsettling change within you, but that change is necessary for a new way to manifest. You are protected and guided at all times, especially when you feel uncertain about your course. You are truly loved. Okay. Beautiful synchronicity there. And then number 5, Queen of the Nagas. Cover her chest there. A sacred task exists for you to fulfill. It is to be found through connection to your heart. Be open only to those most authentic teachings which prove helpful to your continued spiritual progress and personal freedom. Cleansing your body, mind, heart, and soul will be of particular benefit at this time. Powerful, subtle energies are helping ensure your success. Believe that many positive synchronicities and unexpected allies will rally to support you. Okay, now this won't be for everyone, but I did get a message about someone here who at some point in the future will receive this message. And it's not necessarily bound to 2026, okay, although it might happen then. Someone here is going to be traveling around to sacred sites, getting energetic downloads, and filming and sharing these spaces and places with other people who cannot travel so that they can enjoy the experience as well. Okay, and have that information shared with them. Now, that won't be for everyone. This will be some sort of a documentary series, whether through a network or through a social media platform. But I am definitely getting that message for someone. Okay, I hope that you found this to be helpful. If you did, please let me know in the comments. If there was anything you felt could have been improved upon, please also let me know that. Be gentle and kind as you do so, if you would. Remember, you are beautiful. You are loved always. And you've got this. All right? Bye.